Try before we die, everybody. Welcome back to the Whiskey Review Show, where we don't know what we're drinking, but we'll tell you what we're thinking. And it's all based upon RAND, the random number generator box that we have here.
Is that his name now?
Yeah, RAND. Yeah, that will let us know which of these hundreds of bottles of single malt Scotch whiskey we're going to open today. Hello, Malcolm.
How's it going, Cole?
Been reading some books lately again, huh?
No, not really.
Your favorite author?
If I had to pick a favorite author, Crichton.
Oh, thought it was Salmon. Listen, I don't want you to be in a rush.
I'm pressing this.
D.
I'm pressing it.
Go ahead, get us a bottle. What are we drinking today? I bet it's going to be right there. A Wolf Burn. 224. Completely wrong. It is in the snooker room, and it's the end of the first shelf. We'll see everybody around the corner. Bottle 224.
Try before we die with a bearded man and a British guy.
We all made it to the snooker room. That's exciting. Bottle 224. 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. And we don't know what it's going to be. It's a Glenlivet Enigma. This is exciting, everybody. I got a little goosey bump going on here. We're coming in at 60.6% ABV, and it's the Enigma. I personally have never tried to solve any of the clues. I've not looked into this bottling at all. I know there's information out there. I've not pursued it. I just like to have the bottles around. And today we're going to open one and we're going to see what Malcolm and I can figure out about the Enigma from Glenlivet. Very high ABV. We can't even see the color. We'll see everybody back at the bar while we explore the unknown. Hey Mal, I got a bottle of whiskey from the Dharma Initiative.
What is it? Is that a port bottle? All black?
All black. This is the Glenlivet Enigma.
Are you kidding me?
121.2 proof or 60.6% ABV. I don't know if you heard me over there. This is meant to be unknown, right? We have to solve what this is just by color and taste. There's stuff out there on the interwebs that people have their ideas, and there's little clues and all this. I've never looked into any of it. The Glenlivet Enigma. I've had this I bought this actually with you and Kevin on a whiskey run. It had to either be 2 or 3 years ago on a Black Friday. I got it at the store in Mass, where there's the back room.
Yeah.
Yep, so I got it there.
Sean, right?
Sean, yep, exactly. But, again, as always, everybody, bottle comes up, the number gives it to us, we open it regardless of the circumstance. No different today.
This is unreal, dude. Are you kidding me?
No. Okay, no cork failure. It'd be great if it opens and a wisp of smoke comes out.
Or like a genie.
And we get some wishes.
Oh. I'd say that was a little bit lively. Oh, very subdued.
All right, you ready?
And you said this is 60, right? Yeah, very subdued on the...
We're just going to have enough in these glasses so that we can explore some of the possible flavors.
Yeah, very subdued. I was expecting it to be a little bit more at 60.
Yep, we have a no age statement. There is no information. It is a crossword puzzle, you see? You get nothing other than the please be safe when you drink. And you ought to be.
Let me have a look at this first. Just so we can confirm this.
Just be quick. Okay.
Just to confirm it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is absolutely.
Yeah.
Except for what you would get on it in any bottle.
Yeah.
Alcohol content, the size of the bottle.
Yeah.
There is nothing.
Yep. It's an Enigma. So they've been doing this for a number of years. I've never looked into it, knowing I had a bottle, and just wondering if it would ever come up, and it came up today. Try Before We Die, Season 4.
Exciting.
Let's take a look and see what we see if it gives us any hints with the color. Gonna make some assumptions here. I'm gonna hope that we have a no color added. The lightness of this whiskey, and it certainly isn't pale in any stretch, makes me feel maybe there is no color added, that this may be a bourbon cask, that this may be a first fill. It's high ABV, 60.2, I think it said, 61.2. That's going to tell us something. Is that what that said? 60.6? What does that say? 60.6. Right, so what does that tell us? The likelihood is this cask strength. If this isn't cask strength, we are in the neighborhood. And why would you cut something down to 60.6?
Because the first time around it was going to be even more dangerous.
Right, but when we've had plenty of cask strengths, we've seen them at
Correct.
57, 58, 61, 62 point things, right? So we are in the neighborhood of a cask strength whiskey.
I would find it hard to believe that they would have taken this down to 60. I think this is it.
Yeah, and we're not in this amazingly dark, abunad being a measuring stick of a cask
I'd say
sherry
this is some
finish.
sort of medium gold.
Yep. So again, I'm leaning towards ex-bourbon cask. I'm leaning towards a cask strength, and that's what I'm learning from color and what's on the bottle. Or those are what those clues are telling me. We haven't put our nose to it at all.
And maybe just oak.
I see
Maybe
some
just
leg.
oak cask.
Let's see if we get any oil.
Maybe just oak. I don't even know if I would even say it's a bourbon.
I feel like it would almost have to be a bourbon, ex-bourbon, unless it was a virgin oak, right? You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
Right, so I feel like we are in an American ex-bourbon, American oak ex-bourbon, right? I don't feel we're in a virgin oak just because of the nice color that we have. And I think about the Deanston virgin oak and how much lighter that was.
Almost pale.
Yes. Okay. Let's smell it and see what direction the nose takes us. The Enigma, 60.6 ABV, no clues. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Woody, oaky. No sherry. No wine.
I want to say acetone.
Okay, that's the alcohol.
Correct.
We are very potent here.
Okay, now it's starting to mellow out. Maybe a hint of apple?
I guess I was focusing on the wood flavors. All right, let's see what we can pick up. Again, I'm not being taken away from a bourbon cask right now. I don't feel a finishing cask. I don't smell wine. I don't smell any of the varieties of wine, right? A fortified wine, a sherry, a port, a cognac. I'm not picking up on that. I've got something creamy.
Yep. Maybe vanilla?
Yep, I was just gonna say I got something creamy, something vanilla that lends itself to that bourbon cask.
Biscuit?
Yep.
But you can definitely take the alcohol in.
Yep.
Every time I've gone, it's opened up.
Yeah. Nope, it is not mellowed out to just being this very faint nosing.
No,
it
once
has maintained
that initial
its strength.
punch,
Yeah, right.
it's just
Boom,
leveled out,
boom,
and now
and it's
you can
consistent.
definitely
Yeah.
feel it every time you take a whiff.
Yeah, I have this nice arc. Can you see this arch of oil across
Yeah.
the top here?
Yep.
It is
One
just
big sheet.
hanging there.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, look at that run right
Yeah.
there. You know,
I don't know
this
if they
is
could catch this, but it's definitely happening.
this could be very. I'm gonna take some words from Ethan Kelly. This could be big and brash. In the
Yep.
mouth. In the mouth. So should we find out?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
An enigma.
The Enigma.
A little bit nervous.
Yeah. Make sure you're ready.
That's got an interesting finish, like a candy.
It's very spicy, all over my tongue. But I appreciate what you're saying about a candy. It's an enigma.
And it's short.
It's not
It's short.
not drag for 60.6. This isn't Dragon's Breath.
No. It reminds me of another one that we did at High Outback, which was also like, in the sense that it didn't do as much damage as I was expecting it to do. But I can feel it. You can feel it.
All right, so here's what I want to say. I'm going to read too much into this, okay? They've put together this bottle. They've put together this enigma, right? Would they truly just give us a bourbon barrel at cask strength? Because they have the Naduda. Right?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
So, if we're solving a mystery, has this spent any time somewhere else? And where else would it have spent time? If we're going to read into this a little too much, and we're going to say, what was his name? Columbo. Right? Right? We're going to go to Columbo and be like, the answer could be right in front of us. Is there a clue in this black bottle?
You got to raise the eyebrow.
Is there a clue in the black bottle? I'm going to ask you a question in a second. Is there any chance, Malcolm, left field, is there any chance we have spent any time in a rum cask?
Actually, not to freaking pump you up, but that's not that far a stretch.
Probably wrong.
Because the spiciness that you would get from a Captain Morgan Brown
Right,
spiced rum,
Black bottle rum is a thing.
as in a black sail pirate.
Yeah. That's good.
So you may be onto something, because there is definitely. So I will tell you this,
Let's not spend too much time
Nope.
on this idea.
but I will tell you
Because
this
we're probably wrong.
on that. I'm almost not wanting to go back to this drink, because there's so much that's happened every time I've taken a sip that I'm like being overwhelmed by this now. And that being in a rum, finished in a rum cask, to give it that extra bit of spiciness, the extra bit of bite, would explain a lot.
We've got a few things that could give it something along those lines, right? And so I'm trying to, with you, solve a mystery. And somebody out there is like, oh no, you guys are so wrong,
Yeah,
right?
so be it.
But when you try to solve a mystery, you explore,
The clues.
right, what is possible. The black bottle is what made me think of the rum. I like your idea of the black sail, right, and
Yeah.
the pirate, right? It's hard to think they have just bourbon cast us, cast strength, unless it's all just a marketing ploy, right? And I just hope that they gave us a real mystery. All right, so we've put rum cask on the table
Yes.
as a possible some period of time. Is there anywhere else we would want to go? Right, so because think of this, right? If we were in a sherry cask at this potency, I feel like our liquid would be darker.
Correct.
I feel like if we were in a port cask at this ABV, we would be darker.
And there's something like I have to take a drink of water. You hold that drink in your mouth for a while and flip it back. There is something so almost forbidding, foreboding, that it's so overwhelming.
Spicy.
Like spicy, sweet, like a.
All right, I'm going to take us in one other direction here.
But it's so strong.
I'm going to ask us one other thing to consider. So we put rum on the table.
Correct.
Is there anything... You ever had a rye whiskey?
Yes.
All right. So I want you to think about a rye whiskey.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything about a rye whiskey that has spent time in an American rye cask? Rye often can produce something spicy. Trying to solve a mystery here.
Now I'm not sure.
Okay, that one you're not sure on.
That one I'm
right?
not sure.
Right, I'm not married to anything here.
I would, if we were to go to a freaking call on, I'd back you up on the rum aspect of it. I would definitely back you up on that because that could definitely would explain that spiciness at the end and also that warming feeling that I'm getting. And there's something in there that is like a spike.
Okay, we're going to do one thing. I'm going to be right back. Keep that camera
All right.
rolling. You keep thinking. Just back here at the open shelf.
All right. And I'm gonna do something as well.
What I've done, Malcolm,
Okay.
is I've grabbed the known Glenlivet rum cask. And we know color is deeper in the bigger vessel.
Okay, I'm going to.
Right? So I don't feel terribly off, especially if in this particular bottling they added a little coloration. So this is, I'm just wanting everybody to
Yeah.
see, right? Especially if you look in the neck,
Yeah.
right? Okay? So coloration is not out of the question for a rum cask. Trying to solve a puzzle. We hope you jump in on our comments and tell us how terrible we are and what you thought it was. And we'll put up some tbwd facts if we learn anything through research.
Okay, so
Final thoughts.
added water
Okay.
just to give it a little bit of a kind of a,
Yeah.
and it may be toffee that I'm catching every so often as a spike. But I will tell you, like I said, that 60 truly elevates this.
Yep.
This is not something you want to mess around with. I mean, I've had a few. This one is really there. This one scares me.
It's creamy, it's spicy. There's vanilla,
Yep.
right? It's short, but it's intense in the mouth.
Overwhelmingly intense.
Right. The 60.6 is not crushing you in the moment. It will probably crush you in the evening.
Yes.
Yes.
This is something, if you go back a couple times, you're not doing much afterwards.
Right. If somebody had the proverbial gun to the head and said, make a choice if it's more than just a bourbon cask, I got to go with rum.
I would back you up on that one.
Okay.
I think you got something there with the black.
Yep. Just
Pirate
trying to follow
rum.
a clue. That's all I got.
And also like the way it's like almost like a wax. You know,
I see what you're saying.
like they used to do to keep the freaking lid on.
It's always fun to try and solve a puzzle, everybody. Good job, Glenlivet, taking us on this little path of curiosity and the unknown.
That's a classic.
Yep. So we'll leave you to mock us and make fun of us in the online comments, and we'll see what research can give us. But in the meantime, why don't we see what the crew has for us, and we'll sign off. Oh my gosh.
This is all you. Is there like a way I can just like walk off the set? I'm not part of this. I'm not part of this episode. Hit it. Do you want to do it?
I do want you to do it.
Here's to the storks that bring good babies. Here's and the crows that bring bad babies. And the swallows that bring no babies at all. Oh my God. Cheers, people.
Cheers. Thank you, Glenlivet, for a puzzle.
Enigma. Classic.
You know, I'm just going to take a smell of this. So I'm nosing the known rum Glenlivet. Against the Enigma. I can't rule out this idea of a rum cask, but I'm not going to focus on that right now. What I'm going to pay attention to is, I love this idea of letting the end user try and solve what the whiskey is. And this is clearly a whiskey.
Yep.
This isn't boutique, doesn't smell like a Scotch, doesn't taste like a Scotch. This is Scotch whiskey all day. But how was it put together? That's the mystery. I'm glad that 4 years into this project that you and I are having the opportunity to explore this. This is a nice glass. I'll be curious if we ever find out what it really is.
I would say the only thing I would say, it's more voracious than Enduro, right? And if they just ratcheted it down just a little bit, just a tad, I think they would have hit one right out of the park with it. But it is good.
Yeah.
But that ABV, yeah, you know it.
I like that ABV.